got bad tattoos you won't believe. So we got jams, we got soul. One of the guys that rock and roll. Turn up the band, fire in the hole, gonna lose control tonight.
Hey guys, May 20th, April. I was gonna say, how's that? May 20th, April 16th, huh? Really screwed my mind up. May 20th, 2016. About 8:52. We're looking at about, what temperature we got here? 77 degrees. Looks like they redid the road here. I'm on Highway Route 82. Heading towards Immokalee, Florida. Going about 50 miles an hour. Got to be careful of this road. You know, a lot of accidents on here. A lot of people, I guess, died. And in the daytime, you see a lot of crosses and flowers and stuff like that. And usually, you see the crosses and flowers. That means that somebody got into a car accident or somebody died. You got to be careful of these country roads out here, like out this. This is all Mexican cowboy area. And we're in Florida. We're in the gun state. You know, I wanted to bring up some gun laws and just talk about what states I think really have some great gun laws, and not some states that don't have very good ones at all. Well, New York City sucks. New York sucks. New York State sucks. New York City sucks. Connecticut sucks. Massachusetts ain't too great. But there's some good states. Vermont, I would have to say, is probably the best state. No concealed carry license required to carry a gun. They don't register anything. They have all that castle doctrine and all those net loss doctrines, and all those are all in place. Florida's really nice. Florida's pretty cool. You do gotta get a carry permit, but you don't have to register your guns, which is pretty nice. And we got a shitload of gun places out here. The big one is Shoot Straight, and that's one of your big gun places out here that, you know, probably dominated in Florida. But I mean, probably with if you're in like a city area, within a mile, you probably got 2-3 gun shops in all the populated city areas. I know an area where I live, I mean, there's probably like, not a real big town, but there's probably 15 gun shops within a 5-mile radius. They're everywhere. So, and guns are they're not too expensive at the dealers out here. They don't really rape you, they don't kill you. A lot of gun shows are about $8, $9 to get in. They usually have a gun show every other 2 weeks or something. Like twice a month is usually a gun show. Sometimes 3 times a month. You can actually sell guns out here at like flea markets and swap meets, because you don't have to register them, which is cool. Which is the way it should be. When I was in Kentucky years ago, they had a hardware store out there, Sumner's Hardware, on Dixie Highway, and you could go in and just buy a gun. Just be 21. So it was either 18 or 21, I can't remember. That's about 30 years ago. And I had Smith & Wesson. I was a Smith & Wesson fanatic. I must have had about 10 Smith & Wessons I bought out. I had 44 Magnum and everything. And I used to carry my 44 Magnum because then I lived in New York State and I had my carry permit out there. So I carried a Model 29 with a 10 5/8 silhouette barrel, 44 Magnum. That was my carry gun. So, but anyway, yeah, Connecticut, those other ones, Vermont is great. It's probably the best. Georgia's really good state. Hawaii, not that great. Puerto Rico, not that great. Guam, not that great. And I have actually on my YouTube, I have some of the state laws, the gun laws. Now, what I always recommend is you go to your state's whatever Department of Agriculture would be in Florida, but whatever your state where they list the laws, and get a book and educate yourself. Especially if you have a gun or you carry a gun, get educated on, you know, so you don't end up getting into a predicament where you're going to have a problem. And of course, we know the elections coming up are going to be really the biggest farce of bullshit that you've ever seen, because I keep telling people, if Hillary Clinton gets in, I'm telling you, I'm gonna sell something I have and buy like 10 5.7s, because I will be able to make a fortune on those guns. I will make a fortune on it. I could spend $15,000 and I could buy 10 of them, and I could probably make profit of $15,000. Really, because those guns are going to go rocket sky high, and semi-automatics and all that. Because you're not going to be able to get them, or just get it so you can get it. You know, that'd be something you could lock up in your safe and pass on to your son to say, we used to be able to own a gun like this. You know, some of the Glocks are not going to be around anymore. Those PMR 30s, they definitely won't be around. But if you could get one now, it's probably worth buying one, because you could put it away. Don't even have to fire it. You can always sell it for what you paid for it. You know, if somebody else gets elected, I mean, you can still sell it. If you, I would say buy it for like $650. If you could get it for $550, one of those PMRs, between like $475 and $600 if you could buy one in that range. The lower, of course, the better. If you're going to spend more, have them throw some ammo or some extra mags in there, I would get it and put it away, because you know, the gun's definitely going to be worth something later. Now they have a few different ones. Get I think the second generation, which was the first generation had problems with. There's not many of them around, but I guess you just have to look by serial number or whatever, see which is the first or the second generation. The first generation had some barrel problems on those guns. But yeah, when we go through this whole shit with the elections, it's pretty sick. It really is. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to get elected. I don't know if we're going to have Obama like Democratic Hillary, or if you know, Trump is going to get. I hope he gets in. You know, I would rather have somebody that's a businessman. I mean, they both have money. Trump's a billionaire. Clinton's a millionaire. So what's the difference? What's the difference? There is no difference. But he's a billionaire that's spending his own money, and he made his money through business, and he's a smart guy. And that's who you'd want running the country. You know, instead of somebody that's a pushover for all the special interest groups and all the super PACs. You know, and I just hope she don't get in. But it seems like the problem's going to be is you're going to get a lot of minorities, and you're going to get a lot of illegal aliens or whatever, or people that, you know, think like that. You're going to get a lot of those people thinking that Trump is going to be too hardline centered, only be for white American people or rich people. It's just not true, because if you look at this, if you're if you're a poor black male in the United States, trying to work, trying to support a family and stuff like that, you are inundated with shit. You have all these special interest groups that want you to fight and protest, and that doesn't help you or your children. I mean, if you can't get along with society, that's just going to push you back further. You got to learn how to do the talk the walk the walk, have the vernacular, talk to business people and stuff like that. And if you can do that, you can rise above. Now, what do you think is going to happen if they let every Tom, Dick, and Harry in this country? It's not going to really affect the rich people that much, because they have products and services they sell. More people will buy it. They'll actually make more money. But what it will affect the poor white male, the poor black male, the poor white girl, the poor black girl, Chinese, the Hispanic, the Latino, Spanish, people that are, you know, living maybe check from check, maybe make minimum wage, you know, and want a better life. But that's who it's going to affect. It's not going to affect the people on the upper echelon, or people that are engineers that already have jobs and stuff and have good factory jobs or whatever they have. They're really not going to see that. The people that are going to see that are the people that don't have much money. And that's just going to dilute the pool and make a wider pool, more people out there. And you're just going to, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Maybe his car broke down. I don't know if he's doing something or he's turning, but I gotta, oh, he's turning into that. Yeah, this road is, this 82 it's a touchy road. And if you turn here, this is, we go through Immokalee and Everglades cities down this way too. But, you know, that's what I wanted to say. That's what happens when you dilute the workforce with illegal 12, 13, 14 million people, and those, don't forget, most of those people are centered in certain states. It might be a bunch in California, might be a bunch in Florida, they're going to be in certain areas. They're not going to be spread all over. They're going to be more, it might be 2 million in this state, 3 million in this state. So they're not going to be 1 or 2, because usually what happens is when they have some place and illegal immigrants go and stuff, or illegal aliens, they have their little Havana, it's called, or little Mexican town or whatever, and everybody there. So Everglades City is 47 miles this way, which means if you keep going this way, you get to Everglades City, and that's the road just before the Everglades. Now, I've never been there. One of these days, I'm going to take a ride there just to see what the hell it's like. Take about, $50 with me and just drive through and get something to eat down there. Probably got some great food. But, that's what I wanted to bring up. It's this whole gun laws and political and ideology. It just doesn't seem like anybody, one person doesn't know what the next doing. And, you want to have, just like Ben Carson. I watched the YouTube video Ben Carson was talking. He made a lot of sense. And he was talking and he says, United States, all the values and everything that people have, they're going to be gone. This state is going to be empty. Well, the whole country is it's just going to be an empty shell. If we keep, taking away our rights, freedom of speech, Second Amendment, what else is? Freedom of speech, there's some people have freedom of speech and they get arrested. There's people getting arrested for freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of speech as long as you're not violent, as long as you're not hurting somebody. Look what happened during the Trump rally. Those guys were crushing cars, cop cars. Where the hell were the police? The police were all sissies. They were afraid. They should have got out rubber bullets and tear gas, and they should have nailed every one of them protesters. What I would have done is I would have got on the megaphone or get out the sonic sound gun, and I would tell everybody, you have 5 minutes to disperse and quit protesting, whether you're violent or non-violent protesters. I'd say clear the area, especially the violent ones. And if they didn't clear the area, there would be rubber bullets and tear gas. And if we didn't have enough police, call in the National Guard, bring an armored tank in. Because it's really ridiculous to see people crushing cop cars. If I did that, I would get shot in the head. They would kill me. I would be dead. But yet these people can wave Mexican flags and crush cars. And are those the kind of people you want in this country that would do that? Beating up other people. There was people with blood on their face. It's horrendous. It's ridiculous. And we may have another revolution, and it may be a race war. I don't think I'll see it in my lifetime, but my kids might see it. And I hope the hell my kid's prepared for it. I hope the hell he's prepared for a race war, because this is what it might just damn come out to. Now the next road here, this is, what are we on? State Road 21-9 North. We're going to go straight through Immokalee, and then I got to turn towards Everglades City, go back down near Naples. But this will give you a little bit. Immokalee, it's Indian. It's an Indian town. Yeah, it's, if you look around, it's all... So it's pretty small. It's probably about 5 miles long. I don't know, maybe 20 miles, 10 miles wide. So, but it goes up here, and then you turn a little further down, you make a right, and you take that, it can get you down to Fort Myers and Naples area. Keep going straight. Here's Lake Trafford Road. That's the next road. And there's Suncoast Credit Union, Burger King on the left. Coming up at a light, it should be hopefully turning green. Yeah, I got this arthritis in my damn arm, and man, it feels just like you're having a heart attack. But it's arthritis. And I knew that's what happened. I knew something in my back popped. And I'm not, I'm only 61, and I actually, I really took care of myself. But you see, I ran long distance for years, and I think the running probably screwed up all my bones and gave me arthritis from all them vertebrae bouncing up and down. And then I slowed down, but I probably didn't slow down soon enough. I didn't slow down running until I was about 37, probably. I was running long distance. I mean, I used to go around a park where I used to live, and the park was 1.5 miles, and I'd run 10, 12 times around it with no problem. A few times I would run all the way home. I used to work at a hospital, and I used to run back and forth, probably 16 miles. Yeah. So I did a lot of running, and now that arm is, man, it feels it, but it's from the arthritis. So I can live with nerve pain. I mean, I can live with it. I've had back pain my whole life, so I can live with that. I'm not worried about it. But, so back on the guys, hopefully with this whole election shit, you know, she don't win. But thanks a lot, guys, and I'm going to be making my turn up where I got to go over here. But thanks for tuning into my Florida drive-by. And what temperature we got now? I'm just curious. 77 degrees. And it's 9:08. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. And my camera will probably die, so I'm going to run my battery out. And then my battery's just going to die, and just since it's got 3 minutes left. And to the right here, there's an Advanced Auto Parts. Advanced Auto Parts is pretty big. O'Reilly Auto Parts in Florida. There's an AutoZone, stuff like that. I don't know how all these guys stay in business. Advanced, O'Reilly, AutoZone. Just like Burger King, McDonald's, Culver's, all these different places out here. They're all making money, you know, so there's plenty of room for business. We have we kind of have overpopulation, but we don't. We have a lot of people, but we have immigration. It's not population, it's people coming from other parts of the country in the third-party worlds now, because we you know, there's more people travel more, so more people come to the United States, and you know, certain groups like Muslims, they have more children than, you know, a normal person. Now it's down to like, I think 1.5, and I think you're supposed to at least have 1.8 or 2 to keep the race going. But some of the Muslim areas and Arabians and immigrants and stuff that come here, illegal immigrants, have maybe 5, 10 kids. So that's why they're dominating the population. So that's why it's on the increase. And that's why also voting, you know, the more voters, they're going to vote for women and black and downtrodden. But that's not always the right thing, because sometimes just voting because somebody's black or because somebody's a woman, I mean, that's the wrong thing. Look at the person, what they're espousing, what they're talking about, you know, what kind of, you know, what they're for. That's what you want to look. And it says I got about a minute left on my camera. So there's some cops up here, and I got to turn up here too. Yeah, all this damn traffic. So if I can get across here. Okay, I think I can. I can get over there. Yeah, okay, he let me go. Thank you. But thanks a lot, guys. Like I say, once again, have a great day. Look like we had a crosswalk here. You gotta be careful here. But Immokalee is like, this is more like Indian. It's more cowboys. These original cowboys down here. Most of these, you know, it's like an Indian. I think it's an Indian reservation. I think there's probably all Indians here anyway. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. We're just creeping through town. Brothers Service, Con El Muro. So I guess it's Spanish or Mexican. I remember really trying to go here, and all these people are going to run somebody down here. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.